So we're talking about boundaries today. I feel like that's a topic. I posted it. I posted about it. Posted about it yesterday, and a couple of people were messaging me, and they're like, "I think this is so important," and I feel like in a Hispanic household, there is no boundaries. I don't know if you can
it's
agree.
just kind of like it is what it is,
It's because
don't even trust your own intuition. That
yeah,
you might have a creepy uncle, and it's like, oh, that's your creepy uncle. Give him a hug, and it's like, I don't want to give him a hug. He's gonna hug me a little tighter than he should.
And I think when you talk about that, like when you try to set those boundaries, you're like, you're dramatic, you're the bad guy,
You're the problem.
You're the problem, and you're like, these are my boundaries,
Yeah.
like, and I love that we discovered that, because we discovered boundaries not that long ago. I feel like we were just always kind of like going with the flow, and then once we discovered, like, no, this is like, people are just going like overboard. We're still learning how to set our boundaries, but I love that, like, our kids are also seeing that, so they can
it's
use
like
that.
you have to know your self-worth, but it's like, if your parents don't instill that in you, then it's like you're just kind of flowing through life, especially if you have a big heart, people are just walking all over you, and then it's just everybody just steps on you. It's like the analogy of you're trying to build your house brick by brick. People are coming and taking your bricks because you're so nice handing them out.
Yeah.
Everybody builds something for themselves, and you look back, you don't have nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
Because you didn't set one boundary.
Exactly.
You're just like, be the bigger person, or just be like, you know what? I know my self-worth. I'm drawing the line. And that's where you tend to lose people, is when you draw the line.
Yeah.
And then people are like, oh, all right. But it's like, wait, were you even my friend? You may have the same blood running through our body, but you just showed your cards. It's like, it just takes one moment for everything to fall apart, and it's like, it wasn't even worth it, you know?
Yeah, you set your boundaries, and then all of a sudden, like, you're bad. Like, or she's mean. She's mean. I feel like recently, like, I've been setting boundaries with everyone. And it's kind of hard to talk about, but I feel like I want to, like, open up about it, because I want other people to learn how to set boundaries too. It doesn't matter with who. Like, I just had to set, like, one of my biggest boundaries, and it was with my mom.
Yep.
And that's hard, because, again, I go back to coming from a Hispanic household. How dare you? Like, she birthed you or something. But it's like, but is she, like, good for my mental health? Is she, like, going a little overboard? Like, once you're, like, taking my peace, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
it's not worth it, especially now that, like, I have you and we have the kids. Once you have your family, like,
that's your main priority.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's like, I mean, my parents live a mile down the street, and it's like, I'm grateful, like, if you show up on a random Tuesday, but it's like, if we're, like, doing content on Tuesday, like, we're working,
Exactly.
Yeah, we have the flexibility and the availability for you to pull up like that, but it's like, do I have to get to the point where I don't answer the door? Like, because, like, you tell somebody, hey, we're working, they get offended by it. Or if it's like your friends. There's one of your friends that they'll try to FaceTime you for 3 hours. And it's like, in 3 hours, I could post 5 videos on my TikTok, some making money off shops, some bringing in followers, viewers. Like, those 3 hours, I can be productive. Even though I love you as a friend, it's like, if I was at the construction site, 5-1, like, are you gonna bother me like how you would not bother me, but are you gonna, like, call me and try to FaceTime me? Or it's like, it's the same thing. You have to respect that.
And see, so speaking of this friend that is no longer my friend,
lend somebody money, guys. You'll see who's a true friend.
Lend somebody money and watch someone walk out of your life so fast. But okay, so I didn't set those boundaries when we first became friends. Even if she was an inconvenience, it was almost like I'm in the middle of content. But you know what? She's calling me. Hey, like, what's going on? You know, blah, blah, blah. Oh, she's just bored. She's bored. Yeah. She wants to have a conversation. She just got out of work, or she's driving home. So, you know, to pass time. Kill time. But then when I started getting really busy, like to the point where I'm recording 10, 12 videos a day, I stopped answering. And then that's when she started getting like really almost like annoyed. And then I almost felt like she would also do it like on purpose, like keep calling me. Or if she would see that I would post something, she would message me. And I'd be like, so I know I've seen like memes and stuff of saying like people don't answer the phone, but they'll be posting on social media. Well, yeah, but like it's my job. Yeah. Like I have to do it. Like that's my job. So she'd be like, I just saw that you posted. Why don't you answer me or something? And I feel like when you don't set boundaries, you almost start like resenting. Resenting them. Resenting people,
or you get like that ick from like, what are you doing? Like,
I started getting this ick for her, and it was almost like when I would see her name drop like on my phone, I'd be like, what is it now? Like, what, like, why can't I just like have a moment? Or it was almost like I would also like skip through like her stories. Like I didn't want her to see me seeing her stories. Yeah. So then I was like, okay, this friendship started off really good, but
it also was like, I mean, she's cool and all that, but it was like, she already kind of knew me, who knew who I was. So it's like, we met this nah, that's gonna be too far, huh? Exposed. Sorry, guys, can't tell the whole story like that.
Yeah, let's not do that. But so the friendship started off good. We can say that. The friendship started off good. Again, I didn't set my boundaries. Like us, like we take our dinner time pretty serious. Yeah. We sit together and stuff like that. Her, not so much. You know, she likes to FaceTime her friends, or she doesn't sit down and have dinner with her husband. Yeah. So, but I do. So she would want to FaceTime me like at dinner time, and I'm like, I'm not, like, I don't even answer like my parents or my siblings like when I'm having dinner. Like, what makes you think I'm gonna answer you? Unless you're stranded on the side of the road, you should not be calling me at dinner time.
Yeah, and it's like you're my friend. You know how like my life is kind of structured. Yeah. You know when I cook dinner. I mean, you used to watch the dinner lives, so it's like I cook dinner. So it's like, how can you, I don't know, I guess nobody's going to have the same heart as you. So you can't be like, well, why ain't they doing this? Well, nobody has the same brain as you. And you might be an analytical thinker, but they might just be like, bloop, like thought call. Instead of you just played it 10 times in your head. If I say this, she's doing this. What if she's already doing that? Then so it's like.
Exactly. But I think, like, to sum it up, I think that is why it is so important from the beginning. Yeah. I think that's where I messed up, because back then I didn't even know how to set those boundaries. Again, it wasn't a thing to set boundaries because in a Hispanic household, we don't set boundaries.